Yo, what's going on with my Pearl Love family, man? Thank you for checking in. Yo, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Every time you come in, if you haven't yet, you already know we got lined up of videos today. I wanted to let y'all know I'm gonna be trying to come with this compilation of videos like every day. So be looking for these videos every day, man. I'm gonna try to keep them coming every day. But yeah. Let's cut the talking a little short. Let's get straight into the video. So right here we got Adam 22. They talking about he turned on Brick Baby, which we already know that. But I just want to see because he dropped this on his channel, Adam 22. So I want to see what he talking about. Trying to cover his.
My dog Gangland Duda, the Prince of Peace. He is the person who sent me this clip. Shout out to bro for that. But we gonna get straight into this. Oh yeah, like and describe off the bat. Don't troll. Just like and describe.
I'm going to show y'all his channel, his page, so you can check him out, subscribe.
All right, we're back. The Adam 22 channel. It's been long, dormant, ignored. Turned my back on it, to be totally honest. But solo content, I'm going to be real. I haven't done it in a long time. But I feel like I got something to say. I don't always want to wait for the podcast. I don't always want Lush breathing down my neck, getting in the way of my topics. Shout out to Lush. But today, you already know what I'm going to talk about. Brick Baby, I'm coming for you. So let me explain. I was in Turks and Caicos for approximately 1 week, and it came down the pipe while I was out there. Pause.
We know where you left.
Brick Baby had some choice words for the 22 stir, and today we're going to be reacting to those words. So let's get right into it.
Hey, what's that big old deal, man? It's the Brick, man. Why everybody laid up with their feet up out there vacationing, playing like they ain't got nothing for the kids, man. You already know we still keeping it strong. Nigga don't need nothing from. Hey, sometimes it be a mental test to see where a nigga hard at in his chest, man. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker use you, abuse you. As soon as you get out the way, they act like they ain't worried about losing you. You know what I mean?
Okay. So if you didn't catch it, this is a thin.
Yo, so I just want to say, for everybody who be like, oh, you're a no jumper, this, yo, you're a no jumper. Oh, I don't be so invested in this stuff. It's just the pieces of content. Again, shout out Gangland Duda for sending me this clip. I did a reaction to that phone call that Brick Baby made from the feds. I did not even have no clue that was about Kiwi Head. I had no clue that Kiwi Head was indeed kicked up on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that. I was mind blown. I'm mind blown. This is crazy. Brick throwing slick shots at the boss man. Sheesh. This is wild. Let's get back to it, though.
Veiled shot at the 22 stir. I was on vacation. I did have my feet kicked up. But let's talk about Brick Baby. And in particular, the financial side of my relationship with the Brick, not the trick. When Brick Baby came on the platform 2 years ago, pretty quickly, the feds ran up in his crib and raided him. He needed money to get out. Now, it's been discussed at length that I fronted him an amount of money, $5,000, so that he could get out the same day that he was picked up. I know Whack 100 and a few other people have been spreading information saying that this was cap. I don't know. Honestly, the other day in the Reddit, somebody posted information saying that he really did have a bail and that was where the $5,000 went. I never really heard about it. I heard rumors in the streets that maybe this money was not required for him to be bailed out, that he didn't have a bail. But I did see these screenshots in the Reddit that make it seem as if he did have a bail. I didn't make a big deal out of it. I gave him the money, had to get him back out on the streets. I knew that he had potential. I knew that I could take him from being a marginal figure in the LA podcasting space to being one of, if not the most talked about person in the podcasting space, which is exactly what has happened over the course of the past couple of years.
Yeah, you knew what you was
Never
doing, bro.
asked him for the money back. Never asked for it. You feel me?
You made
now,
more off of
to
it.
his credit, for
You
like
made more
2
than what
years
you gave
after
him.
that, he
Off
did
the
not ask
content.
me for any additional funds. So, from my perspective,
That's crazy,
I was
bro.
just like, okay, whatever. This is
made
part of
way
doing
more off the
business.
content.
I
I'm
gave
sure
him the
you
5K.
did, bro.
I'm not going to bring it up again. And over the course of those 2 years, my prediction did come true. Brick Baby basically soared to.
Real quick, I do want to say this too. We talking about 5K. Just 5,000. I thought he had loaned him some real money. 5,000 to the biggest hip hop platform, and I do corn and I'll make all of the 5,000, bro. We talking about 5,000. You going on to this man? Niggas pulling up Bell Records, all this for 5K.
Man.
Come on, Kiwi Head. That's crazy. But let's continue. That's crazy.
New Heights became one of the most talked about people in the community. And as far as our relationship, I would like to think that we actually became something like friends. We got closer and closer, spent time hanging out various times, went out to a lot of different parties and stuff, basically formed a relationship that honestly was a little bit more developed than the type of relationship that I've formed with most of the hosts that No Jumper has had over the years. Fast forward to a couple months ago, Brick Baby reaches out to me again, asks if he can borrow a couple $1,000s for
Yo, let me just let me translate that real quick too. He said like we not really friends, but like we cool. That's what he said in so many words. Over the time we become something like friends and better than anybody else in the office. That's crazy. I be telling y'all he don't got no friends. Next thing I'm a hater.
22, bro.
You just said it right there. I'm gonna run that back. Let's run this back.
Developed than the type of relationship that I've formed with most of the hosts that No Jumper has. For the money back. Never asked for it. You feel me? Now, to his credit, for like 2 years after that, he did not ask me for any additional funds. So, from my perspective, you know, I was just like, okay, whatever. This is part of doing business. I gave him the 5K. I'm not going to bring it up again. And over the course of those 2 years, my prediction did come true. Brick Baby basically soared to new heights, became one of the most talked about people in the community. And as far as our relationship, I would like to think that we actually became something like friends. We got closer and closer, spent time hanging out various times, went out to a lot of different parties and stuff, basically formed a relationship that honestly was a little bit more developed than the type of relationship that I've formed with most of the hosts that No Jumper has had over the years. Fast forward to a couple months ago, Brick Baby reaches out to me again, asks if he can borrow a couple $1,000s for, I don't know, he's like moving into a new spot or some shit like that. I said, okay. Didn't even bring up the fact that I had let him borrow this $5,000. I figured after 2 years, you know, shit, whatever. So I let him borrow this additional $2,000-3,000. I forget what it was. And then very soon after that, like I'm talking like a week later, he gets picked up by the feds, right? Ever since then, there's been murmurings, people wondering, what is Adam 22 going to do to help out Brick in this situation? Now, from my perspective, I'm $7,000-8,000 in the hole in terms of money that I have let you borrow, which I'm not really the...
Man, this nigga cheap as hell. Talking about $8,000, man. This nigga's fighting. I don't want to say for his life, but he fight for some damn time, man. He make all the moments at No Jumper.
As of right now.
He make all the moments at No Jumper.
Recently.
Since Sharpie done bailed, Brick's the moment man. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. 8K. 8K, I don't even know what he's going to say. He could be like, I'm going to do whatever I need. Let's continue. That's wild.
Kind of person who lets people borrow money all the time. Like, of everybody who's ever worked for me, I honestly don't think I can think of a situation in which any of them have borrowed money from me. Like, that's just not really the kind of relationship that I like to have with people who work for me. You know, if it is an emergency, okay, we could do something. But for the most part, it's just not really how I get down. You know, it's like I don't like to have that kind of thing going on. I pay you for your service and you do the job and we're good. But as far as taking out loans consistently, constantly, I'm not really into it. That being said, it was only 2 times throughout our relationship so far. But I say all that to just set the stage. Then he gets locked up and people are pretty much automatically, you know, suggesting in the comments, people talking about it on podcasts, is Adam going to pay for his lawyer? Is Adam putting money on his books? Whatever. And I'm going to be real with you. For like the first month that he was locked up, he didn't ask me for shit. He didn't say anything about it, which I kind of appreciated because I feel like if I just gave you $2,000 like immediately before you got locked up, it is kind of weird for you to get locked up and then be like, hey, like.
Nigga, what? kind of position do you think he's in being locked up? It don't matter if you just gave him $2,000. I just gave him $2,000. You said, nigga, a week later he got locked up. Where do you think that $2,000 went? Where do you think all his expenses is going? If he needed $2,000 from you to do whatever move or whatever, like you said, wouldn't you think he might need some help with this?
Oh, man. Bro.
Come on, man. It's crazy. This ain't a good look, Kiwi Head. Not that you care about the look. I mean,
is like, if you want to get an official verdict on how I'm willing to help you out financially in addition to what I've done for you previously, I feel like you should be upfront about that. I've talked to Brick on the phone a whole bunch of times since he's been locked up, including like the day before this video came out, and it was none of this energy at all. And in addition to that, we've got people like Sharp, who don't got a pot to piss in, who ain't done nothing for Brick, who can't do anything for anybody because he's dead broke. He's coming out, making YouTube videos, doing streams where he's passing judgment on what I've done for Brick. Keep in mind, I've had Brick on salary for 2 years straight, even when he was missing shows, even when he was out of town doing whatever, never fronted on him in terms of the money. Now we've got Sharp, who, you know, Sharp has never done anything besides sex traffic women and be ugly, and he's out here trying to cast judgment on me. So let's play the Sharp clip.
Pretty much, if he is.
yo.
That was the police.
Next, traffic women and be ugly is crazy. I just wish y'all to just see how petty the Prince of Peace, you hear me?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Fronted on him in terms of the money. Now we've got Sharp, who, you know, Sharp has never done anything besides sex traffic women and be ugly, and he's out here trying to cast judgment on me. So let's play the Sharp clip.
Pretty much, if he is to get out, or, you know what I'm saying, even hits the streets, they don't want him on that podcast at all. They want him to resign from it, like, be done with it. They don't, the feds do not want him on No Jumper no longer. I'm telling you facts. This isn't what I think. No, it's what I know.
Shouldn't go on there, though.
So if this is true, this is the first and only source that I've heard from that has specified this in any way.
Bad for them. Bad for them.
So did Sharpie talk to Brick? Has Sharpie been talking to Bricktavius on the low? Because this is what I'll tell you from the tone in his voice. It sounds like he's serious. Doesn't sound like a lie. He said, I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. Looked like he had a button up on. He might have came from court or something. I don't know. And it sounds like Sharpie knows more than you do, Kiwi Head. Kicking your head up on vacation and friends. You know, or something like friends better than.
Yes, obviously that would be kind of interesting, and I would wonder about the level of heat that it would draw to the building. Obviously, things like the gun that they saw in his waistline that I didn't see and that I don't think the comments saw, but that was pointed out in his bail hearing.
Yeah, he don't care about what's going on with that man, bro. He's just steady trying to make more content off the situation. What is that video, bro? He's standing there talking like, come on, bro. This man crazy. I'm finna kick back and watch my boy with the.
So what the fuck you mean, baby girl?
I'm just saying, like you
I'm
cool.
saying, help me understand. You said, baby girl, have a good day, baby girl. Do I look attractive to you or something, or do I look?
I mean, like let's say I do say you did look kind of attractive.
Ain't no.
But I'm not with that though. I'm not about that.
Let's all that baby girl shit, all that this, that, the third shit. We not doing none of that.
You know, bro. But it's like, you know, like I'm just joking around.
You
know what I'm trying to say?
Do no baby
it's like,
girl shit.
How about if I call you pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin pie. Hey, listen, pumpkin pie. Hey, listen, man.
Hey, nah, but you know it's all love. Hey, you ever go on pumpkin pie?
You said what?
Say you ever go on pumpkin pie?
Hey, nah, bro, don't call me that. I ain't want none of that, bro.
What you mean, bro?
Don't call me none of that, bro.
What you mean, bro?
I'm a real nigga, bro. I got nigga balls just like you, bro.
What you mean, bro?
Don't call me no shit, no shit, no none of that.
My bad,
None of
bro.
that shit, bro. I don't want
My bad, bro. I didn't mean it like that.
Good, all right.
Damn, what you get so mad? What do you get so mad for? Turn your frown upside down. Hey, but you ever go on McChicken? Have a blessed day. So you ever go on McChicken?
Man, stop.
Bro. Hey, you ever go on McFlurry?
What the fuck you mean, McFlurry, man? Don't play them games. What the fuck you mean, McFlurry? What type of homosexual shit is that, my boy?
What you mean, my boy?
Man, they don't call no grown man McFlurry, man. You don't do that,
I just meant like, you know, my buddy.
Nah.
I just meant as in like, I just meant as in like my girlfriend,
He
you know,
said
like
on
my
the
girlfriend.
east
Girlfriend, though. Keep that with your girl. You don't call other guys that. Be safe out here, my boy.
Love, my man. Hey, you ever go on McMuffin?
Hey, boy, your ass on me, bro. On T-Money.
What you mean, bro?
Beat your ass out here, shorty.
What you mean, bro?
Slap the shit out you, bro. Stop playing with us like that, bro. We don't get down like that, bro. We don't get out like that,
Bro, what you so mad for, though? What y'all?
No, come behind this counter, bro.
Well, for what, bro?
They got the same jacket
I
on.
just called you a McFlurry. I just called.
Come out this bitch, we'll get on your ass
right now, bro.
I just called you a McFlurry, bro. That's it.
But we ain't trying to hear none of that.
We on your way.
What you gonna do that for, bro?
We can fuck out you, bro. Coming behind this counter.
I can keep this dollar.
You keep that shit, bro. We finna roll your ass. Coming behind this counter, bro.
Why?
Bro, cause you wanna act like you call niggas fruity cakes and shit, bro. Mothers don't need to get down like that, bro.
Bro,
What's
what?
wrong with you, bro?
What you talking about, bro? You calling people fruity cakes and shit.
Bro, we didn't get down like that, bro.
Come on, bro. It's not even that serious. It's not even that serious. Damn, what the hell? Friend, why they get that mad?
I ain't gonna let them hurt you, friend.
You ain't gonna let them hurt me? Love.
Turn your love of matcha muffins into money. Start selling.
They talking about some rumor. They call him outside the gas station. He good, bro.
Hey, you ever go on my boy? Hey, you got this flower too.
What the fuck that for, man?
What's this for?
Yeah, what the fuck you give me this for?
I'm just feeling good today.
You think I'm a bitch or something, bro?
What you mean? It's just a flower.
What I'm gonna do with this flower, Joe?
You don't want no flower? Smell it. It's real fresh flower.
Man, what the fuck, man? Can't do shit.
Why you so amused? You don't want no flower?
Hell no, motherfucking flower.
I'll take it. Someone will appreciate it. You ever go on Boss? Hey, and I'll give you these flowers for free.
Hey, man, ain't no motherfucking bitch, man. Fuck wrong with you, man.
What you mean, yo?
Idiot, huh? Fuck wrong with you, man.
You just destroyed the
Think I'm
flowers.
soft or something? Fucking bitch. This shit, man. Fuck
Yo, they're just flowers.
Fuck out of here, man. Ain't no bitch.
They're just
Soft-ass
flowers, bro. I
motherfucker.
promise you, they're just
Man,
flowers.
you soft ass motherfucker. Bet you won't come from behind that glass.
What you mean? I'm just saying, they're flowers. There's nothing wrong with
What the
them.
fuck wrong with you, man?
Why you getting so pressed
I
over
just paid
flowers?
for my motherfucking flowers, man. I paid for my fucking Snickers, man. Fuck wrong with you?
Alright. It's just a flower.
Nah, bro.
You don't want it? Okay. Change is a bag. You have a blessed day, my brother. Yeah, and you can have these flowers. Because I'm feeling generous today.
Some flowers?
Yeah.
What the fuck I need some flowers for?
What you need some flowers for?
Yeah.
I'm just feeling good today. I'm giving my customers
You
flowers.
think I'm a bitch or something, bro? I don't need no fucking flowers, bro.
What you mean,
I
bro?
don't need no fucking flowers, bro. I'm good, bro.
Why you so mad about just some flowers?
Bro, I'm going on to my female, bro. I don't need no fucking flowers, bro.
Oh, so you
Get
think...
some bullshit ass flowers, bro.
Alright. My bad, bro. My bad, bro.
Yeah, you good.
You look like you're having a bad day. Here, you can have these flowers. I hope it makes your day a little bit better. It's real. All natural. Thank you. I got you. Is your day at least a little bit better? It is? Let me get a thumbs up real quick. I like that. You okay?
Give me a break,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
What's under it so I can find it?
Well, what made you like tear up?
Because I ain't had nobody to give me a rose in almost 20 years.
Really? I'm very glad to be the first one in 20 years. It's love.
And you saw the hurt in my face and
Yeah,
you
most
said
definitely.
something to me and it meant something to me.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm very glad.
I'm MJ, by the way.
MJ, nice to meet you. I'm Khalid. you. I'm just saying, they're just
I
flowers.
don't want that shit, bro.
I got you. Calm down.
Give me what the fuck I
I
paid
got
for.
you. I got you. What you so mad about, yo? Like, I want you to explain to me why they get mad over flowers, though. That's what I really don't get.
That's for bitches. They ain't for no man.
That's not for no man.
Fuck with a flower. It's not the thing, dude. And see, I think you trying to disrespect me, man.
How?
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Because of the flower?
Don't play with me like that.
How about this? How about this, Nick? Nick, I'm going to give it to you, and I want you to give it to your wife. I'm going to give it to you, and I want you to give it to your wife.
No, how the fuck you get my wife some goddamn flower?
No, as in you gave it to her. No, but you're going to go and you're going to tell her that you're the one that gave it to her. You bought her this.
No, I don't want, no, because I be still accepting. That bullshit don't work with men.
But I'm saying, I'm going to give you this, and then you act like it's for your wife.
For what?
So you can make her happy.
I don't even like the bitch, man. So what the fuck would I give her for a goddamn flower?
Like, but why Dark Horse, though? Why Dark Horse? Why you smoke Dark Horse?
Because they're cheaper. And I can afford them.
Nick, they're going to kill you.
Yeah, but we all got to die someday.
You don't want to die of cigarettes.
OG tweaking.
Lung cancer, that's like painful.
Well,
That's painful.
no, it ain't.
If this video gets... Oh, yeah. I can tell I'm hear something. You got knocked the fuck out. Alright, come on, let's get it.
Black guy.
Oh, what up, my boy?
Yo,
You all good, my boy?
where my guy?
Chilling.
Hey, y'all got some more of these in the back?
Yeah. You want me to grab you some?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
You was fighting with some girl or something?
Oh, nah, bro. I went at it with some guys. Got in a fight.
What guys?
Well, you don't even know them. I don't think you know them.
That ain't the point, bro. Look at the face.
They're from around here, too.
Around here?
Yeah.
Boy, you're not gonna tell me that right now.
I swear.
When was this?
It ain't nothing, bro. It's a light. It's a cheap shot.
That ain't
Cheap
light.
shot.
Look at your face.
It's a cheap
He
shot,
ready
my
to
boy.
turn
I
up
already
on.
know. He got me slipping.
From around here?
Yeah, he's from around here.
Hey, gang, check it out, guy.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good, my
Fuck
boy.
that, bro. Look at your face,
Bro, it's all good, bro. You don't got to do this. I'm just saying, bro.
What they got,
Bro, it's all good. I'm telling you, it's all good, bro.
Yeah.
It was a light fight. It was a light fight. I appreciate y'all.
What the fuck is
the light fight? I'm saying, it was something slight.
It was something
So it
slight.
was not like that, bro.
It wasn't no something slight.
Y'all though. I respect that. I respect
Bro,
that.
I guarantee you,
Hey, look, I promise you I'm recording. I'm just playing. Look.
Bro.
It's charcoal.
Bro. Goofy as hell.
Bro, you pulled out the gun.
Bro, I'm not finna play.
Hey, it's cool if I post it though.
Tweak.
Bro.
Oh, I just fought some guy.
Did that to you?
I just fought some guy.
Where they at? Go get him. Go get him. Where they at?
Nah, it's all good. We cool. We squashed
No,
the beef.
it's not. Come on, Khalil. Let's go.
What you mean? It's all good. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. But that's love though. That's love. I appreciate you.
What you do? What happened?
You can tell they,
I done got in a fight.
They fuck with him. They come in there all the time.
Huh?
Let me see.
You know what I mean?
That's how I be though. That's how it was.
Today?
In the
Yeah.
Manor.
What was you fighting?
Today?
In this stove?
Nah, outside.
You had a rock out?
Nah. But he gave me that black eye. In the fight, black eye.
A fight?
Yeah.
Who?
Some guys, you won't even know them.
Come on, man. They around here?
They around here, but they left. It's all good though.
Fuck that, bro. Why you ain't call me, bro?
Man, that wasn't even worth it,
Come on,
bro.
man. You know we
Why you
boys,
ain't
bro.
call
Come
me?
on, look, bro. I know we got into it, bro, but on some real shit, bro. You my nigga now. Bro.
Yeah. You know, hey, all love, my boy.
Let me know, bro.
All love. You know it's love, my
Still
dude.
can handle that, bro.
Yeah, but it's all good. Just gotta forget them.
Bro, tell me, man.
I don't know, some Arabs. Some Arabs, yeah. Yeah, around here. They just came in to try to steal whatever.
Oh, man, come on, man. They live around here.
Nah, they moved.
They move.
Yeah. You know, we just got in a little fight.
Khalid, bro. Hey, for real, Aki, if you would have let me know, bro, on some real shit, bro, I'm telling you,
It's
bro.
all good. It ain't nothing, but I appreciate it though. Real talk.
Man, so you let a nigga pop you up, bro?
And little, it's a marker.
Oh, a model. Man, games, man. You funny as hell, boy. Straight up, bro.
Love.
What?
Oh man, I got a black eye, my boy.
Yeah,
I got to fight. I got to fight. Huh? I don't even know,
Everybody
but I
looking
got
for
it was
him.
at Eberhard.
Let me just know, man. We can get busy on photo, boy.
Yeah,
That shit black.
yeah, you got my back, my boy.
On photo, you know I'm rocking, boy.
Yeah, love, my boy.
Love, boy.
But nah, hey, I was just playing with you. Go ahead, keep that stuff.
Funny as hell.
What up, my boy?
What's wrong, bro?
That's all you get, my boy?
Yeah.
So, my face? Oh, I got in the fight, my boy.
Who?
Who? Like one of the guys from the corner.
Let me see the video.
There wasn't even no video.
Oh, your ass tweaking. You on this ass. Your ass tweaking, boy.
What you mean?
Who?
Who? Like, you? I don't even think you know them.
Who? I know everybody around here, boy. This is my hood. Who did that, boy?
I like some guys that was stealing.
Boy, your ass tweaking. Show me the video.
I mean, it wasn't even on video, bro.
Boy, your ass tweaking, boy. We on their ass, boy.
You got my back for real?
When it happened?
Huh? What happened?
When?
Like 2 hours ago.
I you ain't got the video. Come on, we gone.
We gone? Right now? For real? What happened?
What happened to your eye, bro?
Man, I got in a fight,
You
bro.
got into a fight? What the fuck you, bro? What they...
No, don't even do that. Don't even do that,
what
my
them
boy.
niggas at, bro?
It's not even worth it, bro.
Man, all that shit, bro. You know how, man, what them niggas at, bro?
Bro, I swear.
All that...
If you love binge watching and you hate being interrupted by ads, you need
Everybody
Pi.
tried to
It's a
tee
free
up
browser
for it.
extension that blocks ads on your favorite.
Ready to crash out.
Have you ever gone with my brother? What you mean? That's your receipt.
My receipt?
Yeah.
Hell nah, man. Send my money back on my card.
Put the money back on your card. That's your receipt.
Send my money back on my card. The receipt. I don't even want to see it.
You don't want nothing? You want a refund?
Nah.
What am I gonna do with all this paper then?
Man, just make sure my money get back on my card, bro.
What money?
Man, look. I use my card.
Nah, but I'm saying like we got CVS receipts.
Bro. I don't care about none of them receipts. Just put my money back on my card.
I didn't take no money. I only took $200. Two. That's it?
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be 2050. Quick guess? Quick guess? This is your receipt. I'm playing. What you mean? You don't want the want a bag in it? So funny.
Why you playing?
Nah, but hey, I was recording for my YouTube channel.
I knew it.
Hey, is it cool if I post it?
Yeah.
I bet it up. Why would you need a bag?
None. Because, like, I shouldn't have to buy all these packs of wood, and there's only one wood out here, or I can't get no.
But like, we don't make them though. You want your receipt?
Yes, give my receipt. What the fuck is this? Why you get back? This ain't my. What the fuck you did put on my card?
How much I put on your card?
Give my receipt, bro.
That's your receipt.
No, this not my receipt, bro. All this shit, this not man. Oh, no, that's not.
What you mean? Didn't you say you want me to charge you for? I thought you wanted me to charge you for 20 of those.
No, hell no. Fucking receipt, no. Hell, Khalil.
Puma, chill, Puma.
Don't play with me, Khalil. Get my
Puma.
shit.
What the double H hockey stick is going on right now, Puma?
G, get my G. G, don't fucking play with me. G.
Hey, now, your bag. Here's your receipt.
Boy, dog, I ain't got time for your shit today.
What you mean?
With your phone.
Have a blessed day, my brother, man.
You too. What the fuck is all this, man?
What you mean?
I am. What the fuck is all this?
That's your receipt.
Receipt?
Yeah.
These motherfucking receipts. How many motherfucking purchases you give me?
How many purchases?
Yeah, cause this like motherfucker, a millionaire motherfucking receipts.
I only charge you $350.
It's crazy.
$350?
$350?
Yeah.
Man, you better give my motherfucking money back. What the fuck?
Your receipt. Grab your receipt. You don't want the receipt? Why not? Maybe print it out for no reason? Go ahead. Backwards. And this is your receipt. What you do? What you flick me off for?
Why you giving me this bullshit?
You don't want that big ass receipt? All right, let me get it back then. I need it. Yeah, I swear to God, it was just supposed to be. It was supposed to be a prank. That's all be. Chillete. Chillete, me some. What you mean? You don't want it? I mean, alright, I'll keep it.
But you wouldn't take a picture of me?
That boy funny, boy. We finna get into Dre OG, man. He just dropped some first TikToks for us.
Gonna do. We're gonna get into this video. Look, like I tell y'all, I don't care what y'all believe. We're different people from everywhere. We're a melting pot. But please give y'all opinions on these things and see if you picking up on what I'm putting down. You feel me? All right, y'all ready to get into this? Let's go ahead. Let me see them flame emojis. We see them flame emojis. We gotta light this thing up.
Os filhos chato.
This came out of nowhere. If you didn't see it, check out my last live. I showed Kinfolk. He did gematria on the Pope Francis.
Hey, we're gonna build on something. How did what did the Pope have before he died? What did they say he had? Let me see in the comments.
I ain't hear nothing. I ain't even hear how he passed.
So the Pope dies right after J.D. Vance's visit with him, and y'all don't find this weird? Another thing is, he should have never opened them doors. Y'all remember when he opened them doors and he immediately got sick? He's been sick since he opened them doors. But literally right after J.D. Vance visits him? Y'all.
Have you noticed that when J.D. Vance shook hands with Pope Francis, the Pope said a creepy thing? No one realized that this is simply the greatest insult to Trump. On April 20th, J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, visited Pope Francis in the Vatican. However, the meeting was full of embarrassment. Pope Francis used the Catholic traditional handshake etiquette for ladies, with his right hand slightly raised and the palm bent inward to shake hands with J.D. Vance. What's even more outrageous is that Pope Francis can speak English, but he refused to communicate with J.D. Vance. Previously, Vance had hoped to meet the Pope on the 19th, but was rejected. Even though he finally met the Pope on the 20th, Vance's motorcade only stayed in the Vatican for 17 minutes before leaving. Pope Francis, who is 88 years old, has always been critical of the stance of former U.S. President Donald Trump on the immigration issue. After the meeting with Vance, the Pope said in his Easter speech how much contempt people sometimes have for the vulnerable, the marginalized, and immigrants. Pope Francis' remarks and his behavior towards Vance are undoubtedly the greatest insult to Trump.
Now check this out. What did y'all say? What did he pass from? He had pneumonia.
Okay.
And y'all know how that gets. Who else had pneumonia? Put some more names in the comments right now. We're doing an exercise. Who else? Who are some celebrities that died of pneumonia? That seems to be a trend, right? I'm gonna show y'all another one. Y'all seen this clip before, but pay attention to it.
Imagine anyone remember
right in front of
this.
our face.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sandra Bullock.
And I'm Joe Torres. We begin with the breaking news about Hillary Clinton's death.
This video shows Clinton leaving early, and as she tries stepping into her van, she wobbles and slumps. Secret Service agents and aides quickly grab her and hold her up. Two law enforcement sources telling CNN she appeared to faint. Then, Clinton taken to her daughter Chelsea's apartment 3 miles away. More than an hour later, Clinton emerged smiling. Even taking a picture with a young girl before climbing into her motorcade and heading home. Her campaign says she was even playing with her 2 grandkids inside. Yet hours later, her doctor revealed the 68-year-old was diagnosed with pneumonia 2 days earlier.
Got some water?
After an evaluation for her prolonged cough.
In preparation for this interview, I watched a lot of your interviews, and I noticed you never sweat, like physically.
You guys are the first to realize that I'm really not even a human being. I was constructed in a garage in Palo Alto a very long time ago. People think that, you know, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, they created...
They don't even know.
Oh, no. I mean, a man whose name shall remain nameless created me in his garage.
Let's talk about this man. You're about to see him highlighted on your screen momentarily. He's on the far left of your screen. He's in the background on the left-hand side of your screen. He's called the Mystery Man. He's the mystery handler, actually. We don't dabble in conspiracy theories on this program, but we ask this question. Who is he? Hold on a sec. If he's actually a member of the Secret Service detail guarding Hillary Clinton, why is he touching her? Because he did. He came up on the set, on the stage the other day, put his arm around her, and then said, keep talking. Surely that is not the... Look, he's doing it. Keep talking, keep talking. Touching her. That's not what the Secret Service is supposed to do, is it?
Elfin is not going to do phony makeovers to please others. So knowing you don't want to engage in phony makeovers, give us 3 words that is the real Hillary Clinton. Just 3.
Just 3? I can't possibly do that. I mean, look, I am a real person.
This is scary.
Now, when you think about it, that's just diabolical, right? I seen somebody say that's absolutely diabolical. I'm not telling y'all what to believe, but that's absolutely weird to me, y'all. Absolutely weird. And guess who used to work with these people?
It's deep, bro.
You know, the people that stand on the side of the steps when they walking down the red carpet off the plane?
Truth, but it is deep.
I ain't gonna tell you what to believe, but look, man, we back in this joint. Let's get it.
You ever heard about the prophecy of the popes? It's a 12th century prophecy hidden in the Vatican's archives. You know, the library that's said to contain the deepest secret of the world. It claims to list every pope from the year 1143 right up to, guess who? Pope Francis, our current pope. But here's the terrifying part. It just stops right there. No pope after him, only 2 words. Judgment Day. Yeah, it sounds dramatic, but it just started getting weird. Inside St. Paul's Basilica, there's a spot for every pope's portrait, circling the sanctuary. But the design leaves only 1 empty slot after Pope Francis. They say that when that final spot is filled, it's the end. Simple as that. Now here's where it twists. So, according to the prophecy, the time between the first pope listed and the midpoint pope in 1585 was 422 years. Now add another 422 years from there, and you land on 2027. Coincidence? Think again. And if that wasn't enough, Pope John the 23rd himself supposedly said the end would come exactly 2,000 years plus Christ's lifetime. Do the math. You get, 2027, that's 3 times. 3 predictions, all pointing to the same year. That's not just a random guess, that's a countdown, and it's ticking.
There's an ancient prophecy that claims Pope Francis will be the final pope before the end of the world. And now that he's gone...
I mean, y'all believe he's going to be the final pope. Who do y'all think will be next to step to the throne? We're going to talk about that also.
We may have just crossed the line into something irreversible. In the 12th century, a Catholic bishop named St. Malachy wrote a series of prophecies. He predicted 112 popes from his time until the world's final judgment. Each one was described in cryptic Latin phrases, and everyone, shockingly, aligned with a real historical pope. The 112th and final name on the list? Peter the Roman. According to the prophecy, during his reign, Rome will be destroyed, and the dreadful judge will judge the people. Here's the twist. Pope Francis is the 112th, the final name, the last pope. But here's where it gets darker. Pope Francis wasn't born Peter, but his birth name? Jorge Mario Bergoglio. And his parents? Italians from Rome. Literally, Peter the Roman. So the prophecy wasn't wrong. It was just hidden in plain sight. Now imagine this. The prophecy said the final pope would oversee the collapse of Rome. And with his death, the final phase begins. The Vatican is already falling into silence. Unexplained blackouts, documents sealed. So, now that the last pope is gone, what's next? A new pope or the beginning of the end? Comment prophecy if you've heard of this before.
So think about it. The blackouts, everything they've been talking about. Do y'all see that coming to a theater near you? You feel me? Would y'all be ready for something like that? Put the flame emojis if y'all are.
Simpsons predicted that USA will be in serious trouble in 2025. In a recent Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode, the show imagines a troubling future for the United States in 2025. In this storyline, Springfield faces intense and dangerous weather. Huge storms, unexpected floods, and extreme heat waves strike the town, each disaster connected to worsening climate change. As these harsh weather events hit Springfield, the people struggle to handle it all. Floods fill the streets, heat waves make the air almost unbearable, and storms cause chaos. It's a glimpse of what could happen if climate change keeps getting worse, suggesting that in 2025, the U.S. might face even more serious trouble. Climate change is bringing more extreme weather to the U.S., affecting people's lives and the environment. Heat waves are becoming hotter, and droughts are drying up farmland and drinking water. Coastal towns face more flooding from strong hurricanes.
The number 88 is more than just a symbol in numerology. It's a hidden key to unlocking profound spiritual and material power they don't want you to fully understand. Revered as a master number, 88 vibrates with the amplified energies of abundance, transformation, and divine alignment. Each 8 signifies balance, infinite potential, and the universal law of karma, cause and effect. When doubled, it becomes a cosmic force of manifestation, urging you to break free from limiting beliefs and embrace your highest potential. But here's what they won't tell you. 88 is said to be a gateway to the metaphysical plane, a signal from the universe or beyond that you are being guided toward enlightenment and mastery over your reality. It whispers of an ancient truth. Harmony between the material and spiritual worlds is the secret to true power. For centuries, secret societies and elite circles have understood the significance of 88, using it to harness abundance and influence. So why has this knowledge been obscured? Perhaps because they fear what happens when individuals awaken to their own divine creative force. When 88 appears in your life, it's not a coincidence. It's a call to action. Will you answer it? Step into your power and claim the abundant life meant for you? Or will you let the veil remain, keeping the truth just out of reach?
After the you said TikTok broke our brains? Then what the hell is you doing here then? You must love broke brains, weird ass.
Death of a pope, the Vatican enters its interregnum.
Yeah, y'all forgot when I go live, I can see what y'all saying. Like, I'll step on you in the comments. Stop playing with us. Get out of here. Don't be a lame. If you don't be somewhere that you don't want to be. That's all I gotta say. I'll put you in timeout.
Period. This is the time between the Pope's death and the election of a new leader. So what happens next? First, the Vatican's administrator verifies the death, and it's done by calling out the Pope's baptismal name 3 times. If there's no response, then they declare that the Pope is dead. The Vatican then informs the world of the Pope's passing through its official channels. The Pope's funeral must be held within 4 to 6 days after the Pope's death. The Pope is then buried at St. Peter's Basilica unless he is requested to be buried elsewhere, which is the case for this Pope. A 9-day mourning period then follows. Then the process for electing the new Pope begins. The Papal Conclave choose who their next Pope will be, and this begins around 15 to 20 days.
Virus, look, it's something, it's always something.
Later, the new
virus, look, it's always something. They said that it'd be a lot of chaos and destruction, right? Now we got the sugar wall enemy. Look, see, now look, y'all gotta check this out though. Real talk, y'all know I gotta bring this stuff. Say, and you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do on your own. Put the pieces together on your own.
Sepsis and necrosis of your genitalia and appears to eat away at it before basically unaliving you, and it's sexually transmitted. You get it from having intercourse, and once you get it, you will catch sepsis from it and you will be no more. I don't think I need to explain to you how bad this is, but I will anyway. So this is a flesh-eating vulva infection, and it has already been 3 cases reported, and they're saying gynecologists now need to know the signs, and you should too. So doctors in the UK are warning gynecologists of the risks of necrotinizing fasciitis on the external genitalia, and it's seeing several severe cases. In a new case published April 8th in the Journal for B Case Reports, UK doctors described 3 patients who were found to have this necrotinizing fasciitis of the vulva. Ladies, we know what the vulva is. Vulva includes the external female genitalia, such as the labia, and the labia, So, NF, also known as the flesh-eating disease, can arise when certain bacteria enter the skin through a wound, cut, abrasion, burn, surgical wound, or at this point, even a fucking insect bite. Mr. Sullivan, who is a professor of microbiology at the immunology at Indiana University, go my school, that NF can occur anywhere skin or tissue is breached, including genitalia. Go on to say that this is being spread through SE, you know what, and once it's on there, those little mites eat away at your vulva and everything involved. So ladies, if there was another time to like not touch men, now would be the time. Climate change.
Hey, that's called population control, y'all. Now that's some real population control. Like, do you want? Let me know in the comments. Are y'all still out here in these streets? Y'all just out here taking chances, huh? Just Russian roulette, huh? Just busting it open. All right, bet. We're going to keep building, though. But look, we're leading into something to pay attention, though.
Allegedly is everywhere. And if the American people elect a conservative president, his administration will have to eradicate climate change references from absolutely
Don't like how she says eradicate.
And according to our intelligence community, the #1 threat facing our country today is, drumroll, climate change. Not Russia, not China, not AI, climate change. This shows how the federal government...
3 others in Connecticut and New York. What researchers are saying about a possible link to climate change. Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee.
It lurks in warm waters and raw shellfish, and tonight officials are sounding the alarm about Vibrio vulnificus, a flesh-eating bacteria that's killed 5 people in Florida and 3 in New York and Connecticut so far this year. According to researchers, the Northeast cases may be linked to warmer waters due to climate change.
It's been coming up the northeastern seaboard, probably because of warming of the Gulf Stream and as a consequence of climate change, global warming.
Symptoms of Vibrio include nausea, vomiting, upset stomach, cramps, and fever.
It's rare, but when it occurs, it's serious.
The state of Florida has had 26 confirmed cases of Vibrio vulnificus so far this year, 5 of them resulting in death. And in Connecticut, officials say 3 patients became infected since July. 2 had open wounds and went into the Long Island Sound. The 3rd ate raw oysters from an out-of-state establishment. Lindsay, health experts say the best way to reduce the risk of infection is to stay out of the water if you have an open wound or cut or are immunocompromised. Lindsay.
Some good advice there, Jacqueline. Thank you.
Quick update, guys, before I go, but I'm going back to the hospital throughout the night. It got worse. It got way worse. So I'm going back. I'm honestly kind of nervous. So we'll see what they're gonna do. I will keep you guys updated and let you guys know. Go grab my Discord link tree, my IG. That'll help. Stay updated.
What is called?
And I will hopefully be live later. We'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen, but hey, love you.
I thought I answered a few questions. There's some new people in the comments. The bacteria that has infected the skin on my eye is called necrotizing fasciitis. It is a flesh-eating bacteria. I have no idea how I came across this bacteria, but I am documenting my healing.
I do. I got an idea. Like, I'm gonna state the obvious, y'all. It ain't a big deal. They had to be catching it in the face. I ain't even gonna lie to you. They had to. Not the eye. Not the eye, man. You know what I'm saying? Not the eye. We already know how they said it could be transmitted too. Now it's sexually transmitted and it's in the water. We know what happened to your eye.
Journey. We're at the 2-month marker, and this is how I left the doctor yesterday. I'm actually supposed to keep this on till Thursday, but I am not sure if it will stay on. And I have a little problem with that too. You see, I don't know if you guys can.
Man, look, man, I don't know if y'all picking up on it, but this is a good time to get you one and just settle down. You feel me? This shit ain't worth it. Look at her eye.
Can see it, but it's like inside the plastic is full of some kind of, I want to say water, but we know it's not water. That wasn't discussed. I don't know what to do about that. But around the eye, you can see it better where they packed the wound. I guess the wound was deeper than we originally thought it would be, so they packed it yesterday. He said to take it off if it hurts, but this is the most comfortable it has been since this whole thing started. So I don't really know what to do about that. But it is full of fluid, and I could just move, and you can see the fluid moving with my head. That's gross, but that is what I'm dealing with today.
America's big shots team up with some loaded billionaires for one last Hail Mary. They build this massive underground city under the Colorado Rockies. They call this Survival Bunker Paradise, and it's bigger than anything humans have ever built before. The blue sky and fluffy clouds, just a giant screen. That blazing sun, a huge spotlight. The weather's all fake, controlled by humans. Paradise has got it all. Shopping districts, cultural spots, schools. It's like they Xeroxed a whole city and stuck it underground. The ecosystem's run by some seriously high-tech gear, and machines do all the heavy lifting when it comes to making stuff. Everyone in Paradise wears these special wristbands for everything. Buying stuff, unlocking cars, you name it. With life so cushy and convenient, crime's pretty much non-existent. They've never had a single murder until now, 3 years in, when the president gets offed in his own pad. The killer also swipes a tablet from the safe, which probably holds all the juicy secrets and conspiracies behind Paradise. Picking up where we left off, Xavier can't stop obsessing over the numbers on that cigarette he snagged from the crime scene.
That time my sim became conscious on my stream.
Look at the wrist. Come on. There you go. Let's see what this is looking like. Okay. That don't look like shrimp, but okay. Do that look like shrimp to y'all? That don't look like shrimp to me. Whatever, let's go to him. Sir, eat before you are dead. Don't look at me. What? Yo, he look. Do y'all see this? He looking at me, then looking at the plate, then looking at me, then looking at the. Okay, nah, I don't see it. Play that like that. So, oh snap! I can't go to her. My bad. That just kind of creeped me out. Demi, that just kind of creeped me out a little bit, sir. Buddy was like, "You really about to try to make me eat this shit?" Hold on, wait. Oh hell no!
Is there any way we can bring in some cloud cover? This isn't spring break. We need somber.
Copy that. Let's try this one.
There you go. Thank you.
Tower out.
So I wasn't going to do this video, but things are getting a little bit too close to home.
Yeah, y'all check out Dre OG, man. Subscribe to his channel, bro. I came across a Kinfolk video about Martin. Follow me, Kinfolk. Y'all go check out his channel, man. He put this up 2 years ago. Let's see what he talking about.
Russian sneaking over here and shit. Too much shit going on in the world.
He's making loud.
They cloning people.
He's making loud.
North Korea about to blow us off the map.
He's making loud.
Black people still ain't equal.
He's making
They
loud.
having Klan rallies, neo-Nazis. Everywhere you look.
He's making loud.
But if you mention the word white people, they'll knock you off of Facebook. The world ain't equal no more. You can't go to the motherfucking military.
When Martin Lawrence was in that chair, we talked about Blue Streak.
I love that movie.
He played a role in your life, I believe. How do you feel about him as a person, as an artist?
Martin Lawrence is the guy that showed everybody you can make it from D.C. to Hollywood.
D.C.
And I had a personal stake in
real
his success.
DC
Every
right
time
there.
he did something, it made me feel inspired and really good. And he was always real nice to me. He'd sit me down, what's going on with you, baby boy? What? We'd talk about comedy, whatever. And, you know, when we did Blue Streak, we were promoting it, and Martin had a stroke. He almost died. And then after that, I saw him, and I was like, oh, my God, Martin,
Blue Streak.
Are you okay? And he said, I got the best sleep I ever got in my life. That's how tough he is. So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, they are trying to kill me?
Yeah.
What's going on? Why is Dave Chappelle going to Africa?
Do you still stay in contact with Martin?
You know what? It's funny. I wasn't really in contact with Martin when we were doing the show. He's a different person off stage than he, is on stage. And that's true of all of us. You know, you see a personality on stage, and we feel like we know people after we watch them in sitcoms and we see them so much in the public eye. But, people are different off stage.
Yeah, and it's not quite the same Martin anymore. Like, if you watch Bad Boys 2, he's kind of off a step.
I think after he had those strokes.
I think that's what happened.
I mean, because even in working with him, I worked with him for 4 years on that show, Martin Lawrence Presents for him. He wasn't in my humble opinion, he wasn't the same person, Yeah. And I kind of chalked it up to, maybe it's just because he has a different business persona.
If you watch Bad Boys 2, he's just not, he's a little bit slower in terms of his delivery. Not a lot, but just compare that to...
He's definitely a different Mark.
It's definitely a different Mark. It hurt to watch that movie. I was just like, oh, man. Like,
yes, sir. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Martin Lawrence. Now, I know that y'all heard those clips previously. And I even feel that using pictures, we don't even have to use pictures, right? Y'all can look up the difference with Martin Lawrence, how he looked. Y'all can easily Google that and see the difference. But today, we gonna talk about the details and the facts. We gonna point out the inconsistencies in the stories that surround Martin Lawrence. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So, I was able to actually find the article from Los Angeles Times that speaks on Martin Lawrence running in the street the same way Dave Chappelle recalls it. So it actually, according to the news, and it's safe to say that this did happen. That Martin Lawrence did in fact run into the street with a gun, yelling, "They're trying to kill me." Right now it says, with a pistol in his pocket, comedian Martin Lawrence ran into traffic on busy Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks on Tuesday, cursing and screaming at oncoming cars until he was taken away by police and hospitalized. Authorities and witnesses say. Now, Lawrence, star of the television sitcom Martin in the films Bad Boys and A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, was found in the middle of Ventura Boulevard at Tyrone Avenue at about 12:30 p.m., says Sergeant Bert Mora of the Los Angeles Police Department. Now, if we look deeper into the situation, right, it says that a witness who declined to be identified, but who said he was an acquaintance handler of Lawrence, said the actor was cursing, waving his hands, and yelling, "Fight the establishment." He said Lawrence ran out of the street when police arrived and tried to fight them off when they attempted to restrain him. Police said Lawrence may have had a seizure because he failed to take a prescribed medication. But a statement from Lawrence's publicist, Kim Jones, offered another explanation. So they was just running off at first saying that he wasn't taking his medicine. He wasn't taking his meds. You see, they always got to go with that narrative, right? But his publicist says, a doctor has found Mr. Lawrence to be suffering from a case of complete exhaustion and dehydration. So that was their excuse for this happening, that he was just exhausted and dehydrated. He just needed some sleep and some water. That's why they said that he ran out of the street with a gun, because he just needed some water. But come on, right? We not finished yet, right? Because if we even break down these times of these occurrences and the day that these things happen on, everything is for a reason. So now we see that at around 12:30 p.m. this incident occurred, when we know that conspiracy equals 123. And that's exactly what's on our hands right now, is a conspiracy. Now, the fact that this happened on, well, the article about this comes out on May 8th, but the actual incident happened on a Tuesday, which brings us to May 7th. In other words, 5/7, when conspiracy equals 57 in gematria. When actor, you know who the conspiracy involves in, the actor Martin Lawrence, the actor / comedian. And with the word actor, we get 57 as well in the ordinal cipher. Now, if you don't understand what you're looking at, this is the practice of gematria, simply turning letters into their numerical value. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, so on and so forth. And when you learn the patterns that are being utilized in the mainstream media, you can see right through everything that they're telling you. And with just a little bit of common sense as well. But come on. Right? Because even when we flip that, right, the 7th of May, how it's written in majority other countries, right? We write it 7/5, just like Martin, his first name, Martin, equals 75. This is also equivalent to Martin Luther King, who was pronounced dead at 7:05 p.m. When once again, Martin, that first name, equals 75. Taking those letters as you see it, right? A being the first letter, right? M being the 13th, so on, just like that. And that's how these things are being done right in front of our faces. But come on. Right? Because even when we take Martin, the first name, in this situation, at the time that he ran out the street with the gun in his hand, right? He happened to be 30 years old when Martin equals 30, right? But the thing about that is, that was actually a lie. Because if we take his birthday due to the publications, how the publications list his birthday, he was actually 31 years old at the time that this happened. But as we know, everything they do is by the numbers. And in 1996, right, who's really going fact checking? And I'm not even sure if it was a way to fact check these type of things at the time. You see what I'm saying? How to find out how old he really was. I was born in 96, so I don't know what type of technology, phones, computers, I don't really, you feel me? Somebody from that time had to tell me how technology was at the time. Yeah, I sound like a real young blood, but let me still put you up on game though. Let me still teach you something though. Cause look, right? Because now let's fast forward, because we doing these things in chronological order. So now, I'm not sure if you knew this, but Martin Lawrence was actually in critical condition after suffering a heat stroke about 3 years later from this incident where he was waving the gun saying they were trying to kill me. So now let's pay close, very close attention to the dates. I need you to pay close attention to the dates. This is very important. So, the day that CNN decided to break the news on Martin Lawrence being in critical condition for suffering a stroke was August 25th, 1999. Now, this was on a Wednesday. Now, if we read into the article, they say that he's reported in very critical condition after collapsing on Sunday. So he collapsed on Sunday. They don't say anything until Wednesday, right? Now, if we take this same day, this is very interesting because the same day, Wednesday, August 25th, CBS is already reporting that Martin Lawrence is already out of the coma. August 25th, look at the time, 7:26 p.m. When over here at 8:40 p.m., they're just now breaking the news that he suffered the stroke that he done already recovered from. So these are the questions that we have to start asking, is why didn't they break the news on Sunday when it happened? Because usually, you know, that's how breaking news works. It happens, you know, they tell you, you know, right when it happens. And we'll have an update, you know, as soon as we can get an update. Then they come out with new things, new information. But no, they didn't hit you with this story until it was already done with. Because if we look, right, it says awakened from a 3-day coma. So this brings us back to Sunday, right? Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday. That's when you see what I'm saying? That's 3 days. He woke up on the 4th day. And that's when they made the article. When this whole situation was already done already. Why did they do it like that? And then they even say actor Martin Lawrence was in serious but stable condition Friday. Where we get Friday from? We only on Wednesday. It's August 25th. August 25th is a Wednesday. He collapsed on Sunday. Where the hell Friday come from? We ain't even there yet. We in the middle of the week. Where we get Friday from? But see, these are the things that they bring out to you, and at the time that these things are published, I mean, who's gonna go behind and fact check this? It was probably no way to even fact check these things back then. Or it might be. I might be underestimating technology at the time of 99. We was finna go into 2000, the year 2000. Motherfuckers thought the world was finna end and all type of things. But yeah. Right? Because once again, Sunday was the day that he collapsed from having a stroke, which was August 22nd. So where does Friday, August 27th? Friday was August 27th when this article was written on the 25th. So it's like these details in his story are not adding up at all. They're not adding up at all. Right? But even if we do take the day that he did collapse on Sunday, that would be crazy. Because the day that he collapsed was the 22nd of August. In other words, 22/8, just like death equals 228. In the English Sumerian cipher, the English language multiplied by 6. So, with that being said, with that information, knowing that, diving deeper into the situation, Martin was 34 years old at the time that he went jogging when he had a stroke, when murder equals 34. And they actually used the right age, as it was the same age as the last time. So the first time they purposely obscure his age, but this time they got it right because the numbers lined up, so they had no problem with giving you the truth this time. So he actually was 34 with the same date being utilized, April 16, 1965. Run the video back. 34 when he suffered a heat stroke, when heat equals 34 as well, when he was 34 at the time. So what's really going on? Doug Williams and Vlad TV just sat there and said that he hasn't been the same since these strokes. But come on, we're not done yet. right? He also had these strokes exactly 34 weeks before his next upcoming birthday. Exactly 34
what the 34
weeks.
was about.
Just like murder.
Dallas! How's everybody doing tonight?
He's off the chart.
Now it's interesting that he had these strokes in his 34th year of age, when murder equals 34 weeks before his next upcoming birthday. But also, this happened in Thousand Oaks, when Thousand Oaks is located on the 34th parallel. So it's looking like some murder by numbers to me, right? But come on. Even the date numerology that he was jogging on, the day that he collapsed, August 22nd, 8 plus 22, we get 30 date numerology. Just like, once again, Martin, the N-word, slavery, and even jogging as well equals 30 and 42. Just like how he's been mocked his whole career with that number, the number 42. And that's even how they got him up out jogging. That's what he was last doing, jogging, which also equals 42.
What y'all think so?
But we know in the Martin show, Martin, he lived in the apartment 42. We know these things already. We just circling back. We just going around and showing you how they've been doing this his whole career. Even Tommy Ford, who played Tommy in the show, equal 42. He even played the character Tommy Strong, which equals 181, which is the 42nd prime number. Not to mention the character Shanae that Martin played as well, that equal 42. Not to mention that the show's location was in the city of Detroit, which is located on the 42nd parallel, when we know the N-word equal 42. So they continued this whole time. This mockery was being continued. Even the day that he had a stroke, August 22nd, 1999, equals 148, just like the N-word. 148.
But they was on with Marty Marr, man.
Now Martin had a stroke, right, 18 weeks and 2 days after his birthday in California, when California equals 182 in reverse. So now, since we got, right, most of the numbers out the way, let's start touching on some of these inconsistencies some more, because there's some more inconsistencies in these stories of him having his stroke. So pay attention to the date once again, August 25th, 1999. Now, they say the reason behind Martin jogging in the first place in this summer heat, while wearing multiple layers of clothing, was because he was trying to lose weight for an upcoming movie role. You know, when they didn't tell you what the movie role was, when we know that he's an actor, I mean, come on, this is perfect publicity. Like, why not market the movie that's coming out? Don't they always do these things? Don't celebrities and rappers, don't they always like stage things to like promote their albums and promote their projects? Why not take this perfect opportunity to promote his upcoming movie role? But they don't mention his upcoming movie role at all. They don't mention what the movie role was. Now, Blue Streak was the movie that came out right after his strokes. So it was released after his strokes, meaning that it was recorded before his strokes. Now, mind you, he was on Blue Streak with comedian Dave Chappelle. And Dave Chappelle was the one that spoke on Martin's behalf, saying that what would make a man go outside, go out there and wave a gun and say they're trying to kill me? And what do you know? These two individuals are having the most talks of them being cloned in Hollywood. And those was the two that collaborated on Martin's last project, I believe. I believe this was Martin's last project.
Situation, bro.
Because, but let's focus on the reason though, right? Because this is the most blasphemous reason, right? They said he was trying to lose weight for an upcoming movie role. So we know it wasn't Blue Streak. Now, the next movie role after Blue Streak was Big Mama. What do you know? So he was trying to lose weight to play Big Mama when he wearing a fat suit? Come on now. Come on, man. Pay attention to the things that they're telling you. This makes no sense. Why would he be needing to lose weight when he's going to be putting on a fat suit? But these are the things that they're telling you. This is why they didn't mention the movie role in the headlines, in the article. Because then motherfuckers would have knew. Apparently he was trying to lose weight for Big Mama. Why would they put that in there? That would make no sense, right? Now it's making sense, right? But come on.
Cannabis. It's not just legal in 38 states. It's a $36 billion global industry.
Now, let's get to the next inconsistency. It said he was found by his girlfriend on the front steps of his home. He was found by his girlfriend on the front steps of his home. Martin was jogging when he collapsed. So he was jogging. So that means he had to leave his house, right? So basically they're saying that he went for this jog and he just so happened to, as soon as he was getting his key, getting ready to grab his key out his pocket and get ready to go back in the house, that's when he collapsed right in front of his house on the front step. Not in a random on a sidewalk somewhere, you know, because he was jogging. So they didn't find him collapsed on like a sidewalk somewhere or, you know, like in the street. But no, they found him, you know, right when he happened to enter back into his house. But not only this, right? His girlfriend found him collapsed. CBS says the same thing. His girlfriend found him collapsed on the doorstep. But Los Angeles Times has another recollection of this instance. They say a family member became concerned when Lawrence did not return and they went to look for him. Lawrence was found on his lawn, slumped over, moaning and having difficulty breathing. So they say a family member became concerned when Lawrence didn't return. But apparently, due to Los Angeles Times, you know, the same as that publication, the same as that article, they say he was only on a run for an hour. So if he was on a run for an hour, why would that concern this family member so much where they feel like they have to go look for him when he was only on an hour run? And then the family member goes to look for him and he's right outside on the lawn. This makes no sense. But come on. Right? Now, the one thing that was very consistent, I have to give him the credit for this one. This wasn't an inconsistency. This was very consistent. Now, the one thing that was very consistent was Martin's temperature, his body temperature. Now, every article, every publication lists his body temperature as 107 degrees. Lawrence's this one even says Lawrence's temperature had risen to more than 107 degrees. So if you knew that it was more than, why put this specific number and then still say more than? You should have just said more than 100 degrees, right? But they want to give you this specific number, so they're pointing out to you that it's something about that specific number. 107, and then see this other one says about 107 degrees. That's an estimate when you say about. So about would have been about 100 degrees, about 100 and close to 110 degrees. You see what I'm saying? About is an estimation, but they still gave you an exact number. It's a reason behind that. It's also interesting that he collapsed. He had this stroke where he had a 107-degree temperature. This also happened 3 years and 107 days from the day that he was in the street waving the gun, saying they were trying to kill me. May 8th is the day this article was published. May 7th was the actual day that he was in the street, right? So we get that 107 again, right? Martin Lawrence's birthday that next year after he had the stroke, the year 2000, right, which was a leap year. Martin's birthday would have been on the 107th day of the year. So we keep on getting this specific 107 when we know that ritual sacrifice also equals 107. Man, I believe that man was replaced when he had them strokes. I believe he was letting folks know that they was after him when he was in the street, and they took him out when he had them strokes, man. That was when it was finished.
Oh man.
And Vlad the Mason himself even didn't say it, man. New and improved. He using words like the new and improved. Have you seen the new and improved, Martin?
Yeah, and it's not quite the same Martin anymore. He gained a few pounds too recently. Have you seen the new and improved?
That's Martin?
That's Martin.
They speaking in code, man. They letting you know, man. But come on. Right? Because if we take the span from the day that Martin was in the street waving the gun to the day that he suffered a heat stroke, that was a span of exactly 1,202 days. Just like heat stroke equals 122. You know, removing that zero since it has no value, you get that 122. So this was planned, bro. This was strategic. This was strategic. This was strategic down to the T. And I believe, man, they took that man up out of here, man. I believe so, man. Come on. Right? Here's another inconsistency. Now, they said Lawrence was trying to lose weight for a movie role when he went for a jog near his West Village home in 100-degree weather. So they're creating the narrative that it was so hot. And that was the reason why he passed out, because he was wearing a lot of clothes, because he was trying to drop weight for this unknown movie role, right? When he's an actor and it's a perfect time to promote his new movie, right? But I digress, right? Westlake Village, 100 degrees. Okay, so let's do something that people couldn't have done at the time, right? Let's you know, since technology has advanced so much, you know, it's a gift and a curse. So now, let's actually go back and look at the temperature at the time that he so-called passed out, because it was so hot, right? So in the records of Westlake Village, on August 22nd, 1999, the weather was actually in the 70s that day. It was nowhere near 100. If you look at where it says near the chart, it says it was comfortable that day. It was comfortable.
He went and pulled
it was comfortable.
The weather report up.
So where is they getting this 100 degrees from? Where is they getting this from? Why are they doing all this lying if there's not something deeper to the surface? This is what I want to ask. This is what I want you to ask yourself. If this situation happened exactly how they say, why lie? Why do you have to lie? Why you can't just tell the truth? Why do you have to do this? Why do I have to go behind you and do these things if you're not lying? But see, they don't expect you to go behind them, so they just say anything. They just say anything because they don't expect you to go behind it. They just say anything. But come on, right? They even give you the number for dishonesty. They say Martin Lawrence left his home to go for the jog at 11:30. They was already giving you a clue. But, you know, who knew these things, you know, way back then? Who knew they were using gematria? Who knew they were using numbers and things like that in 1999? Probably somebody knew it. but guess what? They called him crazy, right? But here we are. We see the same numbers, the same stuff we see today. When they just know exactly what time he left, right?
2000.
Because keep in mind, he was in a coma, right?
No, ain't nobody know nothing about
so
this. Nothing.
He didn't even know how to talk. He had to learn how to walk again. So obviously he didn't remember what time he left. So who knew what time he left his home? You have to pay attention to what they're telling you. Really put on your thinking cap. Shout out to Steve from Blues Clues, man. He said, man, he the one that said, man, put on your thinking cap, man. Sit in your thinking chair sometimes. And just put on your damn thinking cap sometimes. Man, come on, man.
Hey, he was that guy.
And 113, man, just like the number for dishonesty, man, just like all these other words, man. When you take it in the English language, man, you get the number 113, man. This is no coincidence, bro. This is no coincidence. But with that being said, man, I can.
Oh, shout out, call me Kinfolk, man. That was deep. That was deep. Let me know what y'all think about that, man. That was deep right there.
I'm done here. Let's put some work in. I'll get this done, man. That's all. I'm ready, man.
Set it up with the feet, Jesse. Don't get too close. Your range, Jesse. Keep those hands up, Jesse.
Like that.
Go body first, Jesse. Body head. Overhand, one overhand. Uppercut this time. Just move for it. Keep your left hand up. 1-2, Jesse. Quick 1-2. Moving all crazy. Look for that jab. Look for that jab. Moving just 1-2. Look at your opponent. Let's finish it. Let's uppercut. Step back and go.
Your eyes on him, Ben.
Let's finish it. Let's go down. There you go. One more. Stay back. Step back and throw it. Get him out of there, Jesse. Get him out of there. No problem. Get him out of there. Oh. Yup. Yup. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That boy got a right
Yes, sir. See ya.
Number 4. Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view of your home right now. See your city, your street, even your rooftop from above like...
Chris, 220. Let's do it. It's got him. I'm back again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the heavyweights. 202.
Yeah.
That's that range. That's the range.
Side to side.
There you go. Get him, go.
Down the middle. Down the middle.
Get him, got him. There you go. There you go. Now you know.
Break out him. Don't break him. Hey, break. Good body.
Yeah.
See, that body's open, Jay. Hook the left. Hook the left, Jay.
Yeah.
Hook the left.
Break. Hook. There you go, Jay.
Get him, guys. Straight to the bottom. There you go. Get him,
Down the fight. Beat overhand. The fight. Down the fight. Right down the fight.
Get him, got him.
You turn. You got it. Put some on. Keep going. Left, right. Break. Right down the middle. Right down the middle.
Got him.
My goodness. I am dangerous. I'm 58 years old. I represent dangerous martial arts.
Shout out to my own personal Beamer rep, Monica Batchelor, made sure this 58-year-old engine's firing on all cylinders today. Shout out to Comedy and Kitsap. The plague is over. Get out and support live comedy and go see a show. While you're out, stop by and have a drink at Remedy Speakeasy. They make some excellent cocktails, 4th Avenue, Bremerton. Let's
go! Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready?
Let's
grab
go.
hard, round one. Right pound right here. Right here. What you want?
Position.
You know what?
Position first.
Posture up. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Nasty.
Yes. One boy. Woo. Right pound right here. Right on. You want?
Position first.
Posture up. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
All right, your first round, 17 seconds in, we got your winner by KO.
Yeah!
Definitely know the rules, protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. Conduct yourselves as men. Touch gloves now and go to your corner.
Fighter, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready?
Round one, scrap hard.
Composure!
Oh, a good tag.
Oi! Oi!
Them hands go, Luther.
There you go.
Bring out, keep moving.
Watch that knee, watch that knee.
Then one, Luther.
Nice.
Then one out there, Luther. 1, 2, 1, 2. Follow with 2, 1, 2.
Oh!
I don't have any striking, right? I don't have any striking? All right, in the first round.
And if you find it hard to create amazing co-progressions, make sure to...
And first time in here, win, lose, or draw. God is good. Let's go.
What's up? Back at it again. Last time I here, I took an L. I ain't taking one today, though.
Hands up. Turn him good. Turn him. There you go. Turn him. Straight down, straight down.
Throw him out there. Get a feel for him.
There you go. That guard up. There you go. Again. In and out. In and out. Breathe. Good job. Hands up. Good job. Double up. 30 seconds. Good. Gotta double up. Come on. Hands up. There you go. Okay. Yes, sir. Keep your hands up. Rotate them. Or jabs. Go for it. Jabs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. That was a stiff. There you go. Basic. There you go. There you go. There you go. Basic. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. What about? Move around. Move around. Come on. Don't let him run. Don't let him run. Come on. There you go. Great fight, guys. Great fight.
Alright, man. Appreciate you if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Yeah, y'all go check out Dre OG Reacts. Call me Kenfo, Black Balloons. It's my boy I Am Q Have, Perky. You already know.